Hello, I'm Supreetha. Welcome to my math class. In the previous lectures on derivatives, we studied the concept of derivatives and then we studied direct formulas. We solved some problems on them. Then we studied derivatives of trigonometric functions, inverse trigonometric functions, and then we studied about exponential function, that is e power x. In this video, let us study something about derivative on logarithmic function. Okay, so in some of the videos, I already told you that differentiation, that is d by dx of log x is 1 by x. Correct? So now let me solve some problems on this. Say you have y is equal to log x to the power 5. How do you solve this? We use chain rule. I hope you remember what is chain rule. Okay, so what should I do? Let me take t is equal to x to the power 5. Then what happens to our given question? It becomes y is equal to log t. Okay, now what is dt by dx? Dt by dx is equal to 5x to the power 4. What is dy by dt? Dy by dt is nothing but 1 divided by t. What is the last step in chain rule? I would have to write dy by dt into dt by dx. Why? If dt and dt gets cancelled, I would get dy by dx. Okay, so let me substitute dy by dt. What is dy by dt? It is 1 divided by t. What is dt by dx? It is 5x to the power 4. Yes. Now what is t? Our t value is x to the power 5 into 5x to the power 4. Okay. So what happens here? X to the power 4 cancels. So I'll get 5 divided by x. That is our final answer. Okay. Moving on to our next question. Say find the derivative of y is equal to y is equal to log square root of x. Now, what should I take as t? If I had only log x, I can directly write it as 1 divided by x. But here I have log root x. So, what I'll do? I'll take t is equal to root x. What happens to our given question? It becomes log t. Correct? Now, what do? I'll find dt by dx. What is differentiation of root x? It is 1 divided by 2 root x. What is dy by dt? Dy by dt is equal to 1 divided by t. What is the last step? We have to find dy by dx. That is nothing but product of dy by dt and dt by dx, as we did in the last problem. Correct? So that would be 1 divided by 2 root x into 1 divided by t. So this is equal to 1 divided by 2 root x. What is t? T value is again root x. So what is root x into root x? That is nothing but 1 divided by 2x. Okay. So now let us solve one more. Given y is equal to log x the whole cube, or I can also write it as log cube x. Okay, what is the differentiation of this? What should I take t as? Let me take t as log x. Okay, then what happens to the given question? It becomes t cube. Now, what is dt by dx? Dt by dx is 1 divided by x. What is dy by dt? Dy by dt is equal to 3t square. Okay, now what should I do? I should write it in product to find dy by dx. That is 1 divided by x into 3 log square x. Why? Because it is t square. In place of t, I have log x. Correct? So the final answer is 3 log x the whole square or log square x, anything is correct, divided by x. Okay, let me solve one more problem. Say y is equal to x cube log x. How do we solve this? We have x cube into log x. When you read the question only, you will know that they are in product. So what should I do? I'll apply the product rule. What is the product rule? Product rule means, suppose you have the differentiation of, or you have to find the derivative of u into v. Okay, so I can write it as u d by dx of v plus v d by dx of u, or you can also write it as u v dash plus u dash into v. Okay, now let me solve this question using product rule. What will we get? We'll get, first of all, in place of u, I'll take x cube. In place of v, suppose I have log x. So if I keep u as it is, I'll get x cube. Find the derivative of log x. Yes, plus keep log x as it is. Find the derivative of x cube. What will I get? X cube into derivative of log x, which is 1 divided by x, plus log x into derivative of x cube, which is 3x square. Okay, now one of the x gets cancelled, so I'll get x square plus 3x square log x. Yes, now moving on, let me solve one more problem. This was my dy by dx. Okay, so given y is equal to e power x log x, they're asking us to find dy by dx. Okay, so what will my dy by dx be? Read the question. We have e power x into log x. So I should apply product rule. What is product rule? Keep one function as it is, differentiate the other function, that is log x, plus keep the other function as it is, find the derivative of the first function, or vice versa, you can do anyhow. Okay, so this is e power x, derivative of log x is 1 by x, plus log x, derivative of e power x is e power x itself. Okay, that was our dy by dx. Now, what if we have y is equal to log of tan x? Yes, log of tan x. How would I solve this? Let me take t is equal to tan x. What happens to the given question? It becomes y is equal to log t. Correct? Now, what is dt by dx? Dt by dx is equal to differentiation of tan x, which is secant square x. Next, what is dy by dt? Dy by dt is nothing but 1 divided by t. What should I do? Let me find dy by dx, which is equal to what? Dy by dt into dt by dx. So that would be 1 divided by t into secant square x, which is equal to 1 divided by tan x into secant square x. Or the final answer is secant square x divided by tan x. Okay? Now, suppose we have y is equal to, yes, y is equal to log of cos of tan x. Yes, how will we solve this? Let me apply chain rule directly now. Okay, I'll go from the left. What do I have? Log of some function. Correct. If I apply chain rule, I will take cos of tan x as t, correct? Then one side I'll have cos of tan x, other side I'll have log t, correct? So first let me find the derivative of log t. Okay, so what is derivative of log t? That is 1 divided by log t. What is log t? In place of t, let me substitute back cos of tan x. Okay, next what should I do? Derivative of cos of tan x, correct? This is chain rule. Agree? Cos of tan x. Next what should I do? 1 divided by log of cos of tan x. Now again, for this derivative what should I do? I have cos of tan x. I would take tan x as t, correct? Then what would I have? I would have cos t. What is differentiation of cos t? It is minus sine. I'll resubstitute in place of t tan x. Always remember the angle remains as it is. It never changes. Okay. Next what should I do? I should differentiate our t. What was t? It was tan x. Now I know direct differentiation of tan x, right? So I can write it as sine of tan x divided by log of cos of tan x into, yes, what is derivative of tan x? It is secant square x. Yes, this is the derivative of our given question, that is dy by dx. Okay, now moving on. Suppose say they have given y is equal to log of secant x plus tan x. How will we solve this? We would have to find dy by dx. Agree? Dy by dx is equal to, if I apply chain rule, I would take secant x plus tan x is equal to t. Correct? And differentiation of log t would be what? 1 divided by log. What was t? Secant x plus tan x. Correct? So now what is d by dx of secant x plus tan x? I can give derivative to each term. Agree? So I would get, let me write this term as it is, secant x plus tan x. What is derivative of secant x? It is secant x tan x. What is derivative of tan x? It is secant square x. That is our final answer. Yes? So yes, our next question is find the derivative of y is equal to x power x. Okay? So whenever you have a function in the power, okay, something like x power x, or say sin x to the power x, anything like that, a function to the power of another function, we bring in the concept of log. Okay? So what should I do? I'll apply log on both the sides. Log on both sides. What will I get? I'll get log y is equal to log, yes, log x to the power x. How is this helpful? We know one of the formulas of log, that is log a power b is equal to b log a. Correct? B log a. So now what I'll write, or what I'll do, I'll just write this as, we have here log x power x means what? Log a power b. Can I write this as x log x now? Yes. In the LHS we have log y. Yes. Now I'll differentiate. What is differentiation of log y? It is, yes, on differentiating I would get what? D by dx of log x, d by dx of log y is equal to d by dx of x log x. Okay, what is differentiation of log y? It is 1 divided by y. Okay, 1 divided by y into dy by dx. Okay, this is equal to, here we have x into log x. Clearly I would have to apply product rule. What is product rule? Keep one function as it is, differentiate another function, you'll get 1 by x, plus write log x as it is, differentiation of x, which is 1. So x gets cancelled. So what is our answer? It is dy by dx is equal to y into 1 plus log x. How did we start this problem? Yes, whenever we have in the power another function, that is we have x to the power x, we apply log on both the sides. Yes, so after applying log on both the sides, I got log y is equal to log x to the power x. What is log a power b formula? It is b log a. Yes, so I wrote log x to the power x as x log x. Okay, so again on differentiating, this differentiation you should already know. Correct? Now, moving on, let me solve one more problem. Say you have y is equal to x to the power sine x. Yes, say y is equal to x to the power sine x. What should I do now? Clearly I'll apply log on both the sides. I would get log y is equal to log x to the power sine x. Okay, now what is log a power b? Log a power b is b log a. Okay, after this what will we do? We'll differentiate. Okay, on differentiating what would we get? We'll get differentiation of log y, that is 1 divided by y dy by dx. Y is a function of x, that is why when we differentiate we would have to write dy by dx. Clearly we have sin x into log x, so I'll apply product rule. What is product rule? Write one function as it is, differentiate the other function. Differentiation of log x is 1 divided by x, plus write log x as it is, differentiate sin x. Differentiation of sin x is cos x. That's all. Next, what is the last step? Dy by dx is equal to y into sin x divided by x plus log x into cos x. Okay, now let me solve one more problem. Suppose you have y is equal to 2 power x, or in general let me take it as a power x. Y is equal to a power x. Okay, what should I do? I'll apply log on both the sides. Log y is equal to log a power x. So what happens to the RHS? X log a, because log a power b is b log a. Now I'll differentiate. Yes, I'll differentiate. Okay. Yes, I'll differentiate on both the sides. I'll get what? Differentiation of log y is 1 divided by y dy by dx is equal to differentiation of x log a. Log a is a constant. Okay, so I can write log a outside and I can write d by dx of x, or derivative of x. If you have derivative of 2x, how would you solve? Something similar to that. Okay, so what is differentiation of x with respect to x? It is 1. Correct? So now what happens? Dy by dx is equal to y log a. You can also resubstitute y value from the question. What is y? Y is a power x. Correct? So here, if I substitute y value, that is a power x. This is one of the important formulas in derivatives, that is d by dx of a power x is a power x into log a. Yes, that was something about differentiation of logarithmic functions. Okay, that is it for today's class. Thank you.